Hey, Tom Rabbit! I hope you got this for your recording. Hey, YouTube out there. Tom Rabbit likes to record these. Hey, Tom Rabbit! Jay Robin, are you there?
Yeah, I just sent you the DM, by the way.
Okay, I have it loaded. Did you want me to stream it?
Yeah.
For everybody's personal enjoyment? Everyone got your Orville Redenbacher's popcorn ready to go? All right, here we go.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I banned him though. Like, he's banned. He's not supposed to call in.
I thought it was just taking a break.
It wasn't a long enough break. But also, like, it sounds like he's asking that put him on.
It's like two teenagers behind a camera.
Okay.
Put him on. Robin, in DC. Why are you calling back?
I just had like a question because this is something that I ask a lot of atheists that I talk to, and maybe you guys could answer it, especially since the name of your show is Skeptic Generation.
Wait a minute. Wait. Do you realize you're calling the same show you've been calling regularly? Like, you know who we are, right? Do you remember us?
Hi, Robin.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
this sounds like a script. Are you running a script?
No, it's not. No, I'm not running a script.
Okay, what's the question?
It's a legitimate question.
All right, what's the question?
Well, I mean, the show is called Skeptic Generation. We were just talking with someone who claimed to believe that flat Earth is feasible. In your worldview as an atheist, why would anything be outside of belief? And what grounds would you be critical about any of those affairs?
Yeah, well, here's the deal, Robin. I actually got a little look into the back end of what goes on with you and your Discord server while we're on the call, and the names that we get called, and the words that Darth Dawkins tells you.
Oh, she's triggered! She's triggered!
I couldn't find popcorn, but I got Ritz crackers.
That is
That'll
acceptable. That'll do in the month of October. I almost made a faux pas there. In October, that's fine. Had it been November, it would have been an ixnay. Okay, so obviously, she's triggered by being criticized and made fun of. Okay, all right. Let's continue and see how upset she is.
You to say to us. I know it happens. I heard the recording myself. So tell Darth, go fuck himself.
That's good.
She would not last 5 minutes in an interaction about atheism versus theism between her and me in a level playing field. Okay, she would implode. No, she doesn't like the fact that I make fun of them, and I believe that the ridicule that I invoke is entirely valid and accurate. Okay. That's why she's so triggered. She's not as smart as she thinks she is. She really isn't. I mean, I listen to her videos. She's not. Neither one of them are impressive intellects. All we hear is just the usual atheist cliches. Anyway, let's continue. That was funny. Thank you, Robin. That made my night.
So you can't answer the question?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Darth Dawkins is a fucking transphobe. He is.
Oh my goodness! Did somebody call me a name? Right? Oh, I'm a transphobe, huh? Oh my. Okay. On what grounds do you object to any belief or attitude that I have in your world, little girl? Okay, all you have is your completely subjective and relativistic morality that you seek to impose upon others, including myself. Okay, right? That I should conform to the way you think. Why? Why should I who made you God? Oh, that's right. You don't believe in God. So there is no absolute standard of ethics. You see how obtuse she is?
has insulted multiple people on air. He calls us names. He calls Robin. Hey, Robin, go call them and ask them this, which is why it sounds like a script.
Oh my goodness. How terrible. Ask them this question. Okay. Aren't you capable of answering these questions? You are doing a call-in show, right? You do try to present yourself as the atheist answer people, right? Sounds like she's having a recapitulation of the trauma that shallow Shannon Q Duck Lips had with Tonlock. Doesn't that sound familiar?
Very, very familiar.
Yeah. She's really triggered.
Because it is. It's a fucking script. It's the same question.
See, the funny thing is, when the atheists say it's just a script, that's a script. It's a non-substantive response to the biblical presuppositionalism case and questions derived therein. It's non-substantive. It's just a cliched response. This is they're going, oh, it's a script. It's just a script. Look, if it's a script, then you should have plenty of time to prepare, a response. But they have no response. They can't even accurately represent biblical presuppositionalism. A week or two ago, Eric Pernboy said that biblical presuppositionalism, right? He didn't use those terms, but that's what he was referring to, is the case of we don't know, therefore God. Now, there is no biblical presuppositionalism that believes that, okay? Well, I'm sorry. I guess I've gotten under her skin, huh?
Question we've answered 5 times on this show.
Yeah.
Not to my recollection, last couple of times, Robin got railroaded. He got rabbit trailed to death. They've answered it. What are they smoking?
And I'm not gonna fucking waste my time anymore. I'm sorry. Just
If you have other things to ask, go for it. But if you're going to...
Gee, don't ask us the tough questions. If you're going to object to any state of affairs or proposition, like you object to so-called transphobes, then what in your model of reality provides a foundation for that? Well, we're not going to answer that because that's a script. Well, no, it's not a script. It's a legitimate question of metaphysics and ethics. But they know they don't have an answer. They can't give a rational case for their ethics and their metaphysics. So rather than address it, they just go, well, that's a script. You're just doing a script.
Going to come in with a presupposition that only you can access truth, and then dodge.
Which I never said that, by the way. I never said that I can.
Yeah.
I never.
No.
So this is exactly this misrepresentation that's going on here.
Yeah, of course. Either it's purposeful misrepresentation, or it's incompetence. Look, I'll ask you people. Okay, for those of you who have seen me debating and other presuppositionalist debate, if these two and others like it were in a level playing field and they had to answer questions, they would quickly lose their mind. Look what happened with Shannon Ducklips, okay? She asked me a series of questions about my worldview, and I answered in good faith. Never once did I impugn her about any of her questions. But when it was my turn to ask her questions, okay, out came the trolling, out came the gaslighting. These people can't handle the heat. And get out of the kitchen.
Ivan Dodge, just to not have to explain your own shit.
You see why they're upset? Is because they're being exposed, okay, as fools in front of camera. Little teenage children in adult bodies behind microphones claiming that they have atheist wisdom when they have none.
It doesn't add any potency. It doesn't add anything to the argument that you're making.
See, again, more non-substantive gobbledygook responses. There's no substance there.
If you want to say that you have the access to truth that we don't, prove it. Show your work. And if you don't want to do that,
we've already explained this over and over again. I guess you haven't listened to enough of biblical presuppositionalism. Okay, that truth and reason and intelligibility requires a model of reality that has certain transcendental characteristics, and without which truth is inaccessible and inapprehendable. Okay, but they don't really want to discuss it. You know what's interesting? The last time I spoke, with Mr. Eric Permboy, okay, he said I was welcome to call in. When I called in and I tried to answer a question, he did not want to take the question. He wanted to force me to make a series of declarations rather than look. He's the host. He's there to answer questions, so he wouldn't let me ask him a question. Why? Because I know what will happen. Okay, it's that simple.
Or you want to rely on berating, belittling, and name calling, and just weird.
Really? And the atheist community doesn't berate and ridicule and name call? The atheist community doesn't do that? The problem with name calling is if it's unjustified and it's undeserved. Okay? By the way, didn't she call me a transphobe? Isn't that name calling? Anyone? Isn't that hurling and an insultive name? I'm a transphobe. Right? They're not opposed to that name calling.
Weird shit like that, or straw manning, which you did right out there.
Using the language that she is.
No, I think she's really pissed. It's because she listens to the video. And by the way, I'm not the one who's uploading these conversations and my 2 cents and my evaluations. There are atheists who are doing this. Okay. These are conversations. What's that? So these are atheists that are taking private conversations, recording them, and uploading them publicly. Okay. And she's getting upset because people have private conversations and criticize them. Well, maybe you should be a little bit more irritated at the people who are clandestinely recording these conversations that only, 10, 15, 20 people are going to hear? Okay. Look at the puss on her face. Does she seem agitated? I think so.
Get out the gate. You can go and fucking play with your friends elsewhere.
I kind of find it funny when people swear just to swear, and it seems like these two seem to do that a lot. Like just swearing just because, which is
Well, you know what? I've had to apologize from time to using some coarse language, and I don't do it on purpose. I do it on the spot because of people's what I consider really bad conduct toward me in the midst of a conversation. But this is just swear just to be, beyond colorful.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. They're just doing it just because, maybe even just to sound cool or something,
I'm going to be honest with you. I really don't care how upset they are. I really don't care that they're upset that I criticize them and I have ridiculed them. I truly believe that they deserve every bit of criticism and ridicule that has come out of my mouth. I think they're entirely deserving of it. I think we have 2 atheists here who are on the haughty side. They think they're more philosophically erudite than they are. They think they're these up and coming atheists, because they have the gift of the gab behind microphones, right? Both of them together, okay, would not do well if there was a level playing field with an experienced biblical presuppositionalist. Okay, look at the interaction between Eric the Perm Man here with Tyler Vela. Over the course of more than an hour interaction, Tyler kept on asking him numerous times, "Do you believe that God does not exist?" He could not give a straight answer to that question during the entire interaction? Is it your position that no creator God exists? And he couldn't answer the question. And when we point out things like this level of ineptitude and evasiveness, okay, which is because of incompetence, and then they get angry, okay. All right, let's continue. By the way, if anyone wants to jump in and make a comment, good, bad, or ugly, agreement, disagreement, you're more than welcome to, as long as it's not just drive-by catcalling, okay? So anyone's free to disagree if they want.
But I hope that you can come up with original questions. I hope that you can call back and engage with us in a way that doesn't say, "Hey, asshole." Hey.
That is the vibe, isn't it? Listen.
Yeah, when did Robin ever call in and use disrespectful language to these clowns? When?
Robin, if you're still listening, and I know you probably are, Darth is not your friend, okay?
Dang, it's still going on.
J. Robin.
I just cooked me some food.
Oh gosh, J. Robin. Darth is not your friend. J. Robin, we're not friends. Okay, I got news for you. Jay,
because
listen.
she said it. She said it, so must be true.
Jay Robin, I'm not your friend. Okay, just so you know, we're not. Jay, listen, just cool your jets. We're not friends. All right, we're not friends.
Does that mean my fan club membership card has to be now turned back in?
No, as long as you keep paying the monthly fee, you know,
okay.
Know,
I love these guys on YouTube.
We're not friends. And look, Jay, if we ever bump into each other in real life, don't expect to have a cheeseburger with me because we're not friends.
Your ass,
okay,
bro. He kicked your ass.
Okay, Jay Robin, we're not friends. Right?
All right. If that's what you wanted them, I'm sorry.
Darth, would you kick his butt?
Yeah. Hey, Coomer. If you want to add substantively in agreement or disagreement with the topic at hand, we're critiquing, these two at Cleavage Generation. All right, fine. If you want to disagree, but if you're just going to do drive-by trolling, I'll just type the code.
You're right.
I don't want to hear the heckling. Okay.
Yeah, I get serious over time, but I won't heckle anymore. I appreciate the realness. Okay. I'll stop it. Okay, for you. Okay. I got it.
I mean, I can take. Hey, listen, I can take some mockery and some criticism, but I don't want to have the heckling. That's all. And if I was a real monster at muting people, wouldn't I have muted you already?
True, it's true stuff there.
These people, they whine and they go, "Oh, Dart's muting people."
I've been muted more by Eon than you.
And listen. How many times do I warn people? Okay.
True.
Let's continue with these two Wile E. Coyote super geniuses. Okay, and if you don't know who Wile E. Coyote is, look him up.
It's bad. It's a bad situation, and I know that you can do better.
You can do better than associating with me, J. Robin. Okay, you can do better. You can find more, charitable people who are nicer than Darth Dawkins.
I've had conversations with you, hell, probably more than most people have had the stomach to put up with. And You know
what's funny? I don't know if I've listened to all of your calls in, but I have never heard you to be cantankerous or unruly or disrespectful with them. So
yeah, that's the thing. I'm like, whenever I call into these shows, I'm never, overtly,
you're very cerebral, and I did, and she goes more than, she's talking about that she can stomach. Wow.
Yeah. Because she can't handle the questions. That's why she can't handle it. And so she has to put up a front and just grandstand what she needs to do.
Look, she's another one of these YouTube, inept atheists who think that they're adept because they can control the microphone, and that they can, the moment they get into trouble, they can just railroad the caller down a rabbit trail is what they do. They learn this shtick well, over at the Atheist Clown Show of Austin. They've learned it well. All right, let's continue. I just hope she doesn't lose sleep over this tonight.
You've asked some actually good questions buried in the script that other people give you. Now, if you're
saying it's a script is a script, and it's just simply a wall of words to dodge the issue.
Actually curious, then you can give us a call. But if you're just going to come with the same shit every single time, pretending like we never had a conversation before, and trying to score linguistic points that don't...
J. Robin, are you trying to score linguistic points?
She got me on that one. I was.
You scoring linguistic points?
Yeah.
Okay. I now christen you J. Robin Linguini, Mr. Linguistic Scoring Points Man. We're going to call you Linguini from now on.
Don't prove anything and don't back anything up, then we're not going to take your call or anyone else that Darth sends our way. So, get fucked.
This is
that's so cringe, bro.
This is the level of mentality. Now, weren't these people just calling earlier for, people on Discord and including yours truly to that we were not being civil? Right?
Darth?
Yes.
Just look at the picture on the screen.
Exactly.
This is
Right. Doesn't show like
this is
Macaulay
civility in
Culkin.
its finest.
Darth?
I kind of feel sorry for Eric there. He kind of looks a little bit henpecked. Anyway, yes, go ahead.
But she kind of looks like Macaulay Culkin a little bit. I see it. All right, play it. Let's go.
Yeah, these are people. The only thing I think I really complain about is just basically two things. Okay. I complain about people slandering me. Okay. Making defamatory statements that are completely false about my personal life. I think that's a legitimate reason to object. And the other one is when people are abusive or trolling to me in my presence. Okay. But when these people on their own YouTube channels or Discords, they sit there, whine and complain and criticize me, verbally throw me under the bus. What? I don't care. It doesn't bother me. There are plenty of videos where, they throw me under the bus. What do I care? Right? Because I know that their critiques are really not substantive. Right? But that's a great picture. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that and save that. Right?
So this is an atheist podcast. Just that.
Yeah, it's a YouTube channel. Okay.
Oh, it's terrible.
It's called Skeptic Generation, but I refer to it affectionately as Cleavage Generation.
Just the idea of these people, these atheists, trying so hard to, prove these points is funny to me.
Look, I'm really not trying to be mean. These two are they're not that smart. They really aren't. Okay. If these call-in shows, these people were really as smart as they try to present themselves, they wouldn't have to railroad people who are calling in. They could make it a semi-level playing field. Of course, you don't want people calling in and taking over the show, but you can handle the difficult questions. I have people barraging me with questions all the time, right? And as long as you're not lying and trolling, yeah, throw the tough questions, right? And the funny thing is, J. Robin has always been polite. And the interesting thing is this. J. Robin, tell everyone in the room, true or false. Is it not true that I've only said to you maybe 3, maybe 4 times at the outermost, call these shows. I haven't regularly, gotten together with you privately and coached you and said, okay, you call this
Right.
team, you do this, and we plan these things out. And here's exactly, what you say. I've only just
Right.
in general, and what I've said to you, I've said to other people, yeah, call these atheist shows. I used to call these shows all the time. But now that my voice is recognizable, they either won't let me on or they'll just railroad me when I do call it. Okay. They're unhinged that I get on microphone and say, yeah, call them. Ask them some hard questions.
Wait, Darth.
And they're triggered by this.
Darth, they're mad because people are asking questions on an Asking Questions podcast.
You don't want to know what they're really mad about? Okay. They're mad that I have a very low opinion of these two, as well as the other talking atheist YouTube heads. Okay. And I don't hold back in criticizing and ridiculing their intellectual ineptness. Okay.
And debate.
This is what's triggering because they think they're smart. They think they're clever in front of these microphones. They're not. They're just walking atheist cliche machines. It's kind of like, they want to talk about scripts. Atheists are the one who have boilerplate scripts, right? And let's continue.
All right.
Tell me how you really feel.
Oh, I'll save that for the after show.
All right.
Speaking of, we are going to have an after show over on Discord, so feel free to follow that link. It's tiny.cc/SG Discord, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep. You can also see the link in the lower third.
Oh, I wonder if I could get.
What's their Discord? I want to join it.
Yeah, somebody send me a link to their Discord. Okay.
No, it's on the atheist community. I think. Oh, actually, wait. No, it's not going to be on the. Okay, hold on a minute. Yeah, I'll get it. I'll get it. Let me see.
You guys want a little inside story?
Sure.
After I had my first interaction with Perm Boy, okay, and you can actually see it. It's on Talk Heathens, where he just loses his mind and he starts cursing at me. Not because I was unruly calling in, it's because the questions he was totally cornered. He was blindsided by them. Okay. Well, a couple weeks later, I showed up on the Atheist Clown Show of Austin Discord channel, right? And I don't think I was using the Darth Dawkins screen name. I have a couple of different screen names that I use. I think I was using I don't remember which one it was at the time. Well, anyway, he was in that room, and I was talking, and then I started talking with him. After about 60 seconds or 2 minutes or so, he started to recognize my voice, and he got almost instantly agitated and angry and started to get nasty. And then
I just sent you the link to the server.
Yeah,
by the way.
Thank you. And then he goes, "Are you Darth Dawkins?" I go, "Yeah, yes, I am." Right. And then it was just a matter of minutes before I was banned from the Discord.
Yo, J. Robin, could you send that to me too, please, bro?
What's your name?
Coomer.
Okay.
That's funny, bro. Yeah, a lot of people like this think they're really smart.
Yeah, send it to Merc.
Send it to everybody.
Right. I'll just send it to everyone in the VC.
Yeah.
All right, let me ask you this question. When they are active and there's people in there, how long do you think I'll last before they ban me?
About 5 minutes, tops.
Do a speed run. Ban speed run.
Well, you know what? Just DM me if you want, and I'll just copy and paste the link to you. If you want the link, just DM me.
Thanks, bro. I got it. Only 414 members.
Goes on through.
Perfect. All right, so join us there.
Well, you know what's interesting is Matt the Obliviator said that I was banned from calling the Atheist Experience, but then after it kept on getting back to him how I criticized him on a regular basis, then he sent some of his his underlings to tell me I should call in, but he said he would never allow me, a transphobic douche nozzle, to call in. So I guess he's given up on his social justice warrior stuff there.
Unless you're Robin. All right, let's talk with Sam. I'm really curious about this.
Is that it, Robin? I guess that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's funny, bro.
I've got news for these two. Anybody can get on camera and do a call-in talk show. It's called YouTube.
I think that capped off the weekend well, if I do say so myself.
Oh, that was funny. That was funny. Thank you. That made my night.
Are we gonna go to the after party, guys? Or what?
I think that's
No,
what
that was
I'm
the
good.
after party happened already. Yeah.
The next one, all right, we'll be there.
Oh yeah.
By the way, did you get that Tom Rabbit?